Hello cyber friends and welcome back to our channel Noob to Ninja, where we show hands-on lab on how to become better in protecting and safeguarding the world. Thank you. So what if I told you someone can somehow some website can be hacked just by repeatedly guessing the password, or no need of doing much talking? So today I'm going to demonstrate an authentication brute force vulnerability using down vulnerable web application. So this vulnerability happens when a login system doesn't properly protect against multiple login attempts. So now let's get into the hands-on lab using our down vulnerable web application as the web app we'll be using. So here is our target web application. This is DVWA, down vulnerable web application, running locally in my lab environment. It contains intentionally vulnerable applications used for learning web security. And the security level is at the lowest level. So at this level there is no any security checks attached to it. So let's put on our proxy, our Bobsuit proxy. So now we've logged in with an invalid password. So let's log in and intercept the login request with Bobsuit so we can analyze how the authentication process works. So here it is. So this request will be used as the template for our brute force attack. Let's now already the get request is already a flag. We should be post. So the get request in the URL is already a flag. So let's now send this to the intruder, so that we can set up our attack process and attack. So we are attacking the password, which is test. Let's add the payload markers. The attack type is already set as sniper. So payload type is simple list. So let us load our password list. So we're gonna use the password list small rock.txt. I carved this one out from the popular logq.txt. So because the small rock.txt is a shorter version of the rock.txt, but it's still large. It's still big for 1000 leaked password. So we are going to shorten it due to our time efficiency. So here is our password list. So let us launch the attack. Bob intruder will now try different password combination until it finds the correct one. So the attack is finished. Let us now analyze the the different results. So for us to identify the valid password, it's either we check through the status code, but here the status code are all the same, the same, or we check the response length. So if we are checking the response length, this one is 4703, 4702, 4703, 4702, 4741. Now let's check if there is any other password with that length. So there's no other password, it's only the password that is that 4741 this thing. So now we are going to to try and log in with the password and see if it's actually the right password. So let us now log in with the password. Whoa, and boom, we are back. We are logged in as admin. Welcome to the password protected area, admin. So we are logged in as admin. So in the array application, this vulnerability could actually allow attackers to gain unauthorized access to user accounts, and by so doing it can lead to account takeover. Major breaches are caused by this type of attack. So we've seen how we used the brute force attack to identify the password and possibly gain access to the account. So in a array application, this vulnerability could allow attackers to gain authorized access to user account, or possibly admin user, not a normal user, if a normal user and also an admin user. So the reason why we are able to access and succeed in such attack is because the application lack important protections like rate limiting, account lockout, captcha, multi-factor authentication. So there is no captcha, there is no rate limiting. So how can developers fix this? They can fix it through one, rate limiting, at least a maximum of 5 login attempts per minute, then account lockout. If the attempt failed, the account should be locked. Then captcha, to block and stop automated attack, and also multi-factor authentication. Even if an attacker guessed the password, there should be a second layer of security restricting the attacker from accessing the account. So I've documented the full lab, screenshot, and methodology on my GitHub. So you can do it by click. I will drop the GitHub link on the description, so you can do it by clicking the link and see how I've been documenting my journey. So I'm documenting my journey, learning web application penetration testing as I grow from noob to ninja. Follow for more hands-on cybersecurity lab. Thank you. See you again.